Hi guys, this video we're obviously having a look at the Jason Voorhees Friday the 13th figure from Neca, and obviously as seen in the remake of Friday the 13th. Now I've done another video which, if you go into my video listings, you'll obviously be able to see it, of the Mezco Jason Voorhees from the Reboot remake, and if you watched that you probably know I'm going to call it a reboot. I don't like calling it a remake, to be honest. I kind of feel, in my opinion, it carries on the history or the never-ending saga that is Friday the 13th, and I don't call it a remake because it is not a remake of the first one. Obviously, if you've seen the other video, I say about how Pamela Voorhees is the main killer in Friday the 13th, and so Friday the 13th reboot is obviously this one here, in my opinion. Obviously I might be completely wrong. Anyway, this is obviously the Jason Voorhees as played by Derek Mears in, for me, the fantastic reboot of Friday the 13th. I think everybody done a fantastic job of that. I thought Derek Mears obviously did a great job of playing Jason, very athletic. I loved the fact that he ran about, sprinted about, and I like the fact that they had not gone zombie Jason as such, if you know what I'm saying. So but that's the film. This is obviously the figure, and of course what you can see here is a brilliant sculpt of the Jason figure. This figure in packet is wearing the burlap mask or the sack head Jason, and of course you can see an interchangeable head there and a machete, and it says Jason Voorhees includes machete and interchangeable heads. You can get this in packet with the hockey mask head and the sack head, burlap mask head there. I will get one at some point. I'm not in no rush to get one, just so I can have the two different, you guys probably know how sad I am that I'll just get anything, and so I'll have the two different versions in packet as well. On the side we've got a picture of Jason, obviously with a hockey mask on. On the back, obviously got him with his sack head mask on there, and it says Crystal Lake has a sinister history. It is said a young boy named Jason drowned when the councillors of Camp Crystal Lake weren't paying attention. When the camp was finally set to reopen after the tragedy, all but one of those charged with rebuilding the site were mysteriously murdered. It was discovered that the boy's unstable mother, Pamela Voorhees, had been avenging the death of her son, Jason. Fortunately, she was beheaded before she could inflict any more harm, but Jason survived and has been keeping watch over his eerie domain. Those who dare defile Crystal Lake and the memory of his mother meet their bloody end at the razor-sharp blade of his machete. Much like the howling winds that echo through the rotting cabins of Crystal Lake, Jason is a terrifying force of nature that cannot be stopped. And we've got a stamp on there of 2011 as well. So that's that, and on that side is just a generic picture of someone screaming. So yeah, so that's the figure, as good as it is. So like I say, we obviously have two versions of Jason as such to look at. I've just got him moving an axe here, just for that doesn't come with the figure. I just put that on there, just give him a bit of a different look to the other Jason, to be honest. Because I don't think it comes with a figure. No. So what we have, of course, is Sackhead Jason, which I'm going to refer to him as, and Hockey Mask Jason, or Hock Jason. Now, I've got to give Neca some credit for this, because they do quite happily, as you'll know, release one version of the figure and then another version of the figure, so you've got to buy two. Not that it probably makes any difference to me, because you probably know I'll buy them anyway, but I do give Neca credit for putting both heads in with the packaging, which is something they don't generally do. So, you know, thumbs up for that one, Neca. You weren't just after the cash cow there on that one, I've got to be honest, which is what Mezco did when they brought theirs out. They brought one out with a Hawk mask on and one out with the sack head. So, you know, give kudos to Neca for that, for not doing that. The figure itself is absolutely brilliant. I'm just going to have a look at the figure here. Obviously, I'm just going to take his head off, just so... no, I'm not actually, because I don't trust it. The detail that's gone into the mask is brilliant, to be honest. I'm just going to lift that camera up. I don't know how this is going to come across on camera in terms of the detail, but there was a lot of detail going on in the mask there. Might be a bit too bright with the light there, but brilliant. You know, everything is such a good sculpt. It's all to scale. The material all looks flexible. You know, I cannot fault this in any way whatsoever, to be honest. Yeah, brilliant figure. I love the fact that also when they did the reboot, they went back to the sack head, and also, you know, obviously gave a little nod to the part 2 look of Jason. And then of course we have the hockey mask Jason here, and obviously it's the same figure, so the detail is just as good. You can see all the stains on his shirt, the buckles, the paint, everything that's gone into every bit of effort. They've done a fantastic job here. I've also got the 18-inch version of this, which I'll show you that in another video at some point. And I gotta be honest with you, I love the 18-inch, so I think it's even better than this. Now Jason's mask does come off, so there's his mask there. My only complaint is his hair is attached to the mask. Again, on the 18-inch it's exactly the same. All his hair is on the mask, which I don't like, because on the figure itself his hair just comes halfway down his head and then just stops, obviously where the strap of the mask would be. But that's just a little minor complaint, if you ask me, in my opinion. But the detail that's gone into the mask is absolutely brilliant. You can see all the little scratches, the rivets. They're not just a little splodge of paint where the chevrons should be. They are very well detailed, even the chevrons, to be honest. But like I say, I don't like the hair being on there. That's just me, something that annoys me, to be honest. Jason's head itself, brilliant, absolutely fantastic detail going there. Lots of blood all around his mouth. He's got his gammy eye. I love this figure. I love this look of Jason, to be honest. I love what they've done with him. I thought they did a fantastic job with the new Jason look. Right, so in terms of articulation, obviously he's got a ball joint in the head with a pin, because obviously you can swap the head over. A little bit of movement in the waist, nothing to get excited about. Nothing from the waist down apart from at the ankles. So you know, you can get him in a good stable pose by having ball joint in the ankles. Obviously got rotation up and down on the shoulder. Limited by this soft rubber jacket, to be honest. Rotation at the elbow, and of course a bend, and a little rotation in the hand as well. So, you know, fairly limited in terms of articulation, to be honest. His machete, got millions of these by now if you're collecting Jason figures. It's a big old machete he has there. But yeah, that is a great figure. Totally recommend it. I think it's fantastic. Looks brilliant. Whether you only get the one and you have the burlap sack or the hock, absolutely brilliant. You know, he'll look brilliant whichever way you have him, to be honest. quick comparison to the Mezco sack head, you can see the size difference there as well. Personally, for me, it's the Neca wins this one hands down. And a quick look at the Mezco with the Neca Hawk Mask Jason. Again, Neca wins this one hands down, to be honest. But you know, both have done. You know, if you've probably seen the other video. I do give credit to Mezco. They have done a brilliant job there. It's just this is a far better figure in my opinion, and there's quite considerable difference, you know, when it comes to the cost of it as well. So for me, Neca all the way on this one. And obviously I'm a bit of a Neca fan, so I do think they do fantastic jobs with pretty much everything they do, to be honest. So as always, thanks for watching, guys. That is a look at the Neca Jason Voorhees figure as seen in Friday the 13th Reboot. As always, thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, you guys. Obviously please leave any comments and I'll reply as and when I can. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Take care, all the best, bye bye.